Alright, so this is the worst ideal that I've ever heard somebody do, is when they're on TNT, they decide, hey, I don't like my trainer. I'm just going to get off of this truck. We're going through my hometown. I'm going to get off this truck and I'm just going to go home. Are you serious? Do you think that if you worked a job Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 or whatever, and it was time for you to be at work and you said, you know what? I'm not feeling the shift manager that's here today. I'm in my hometown. My car's right outside. I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to just drive out of here today. I ain't going to work today. I'm going to leave out of here. What in your mind makes you think that you're still going to have a job tomorrow? Like, seriously. You can't just leave your job and go home like that. If you're having problems with your trainer and it's that bad that you need to get off that truck, you need to contact your fleet manager. And, hey, this is what I got going on. It's dangerous or it's that bad or whatever. You got to have something going on, like working something out. Your fleet manager's then going to either get you on a bus or something to get you home, or say, hey, we'll be in your hometown at around this time it shows. Can you wait till there and then you get off the truck? You know, whatever the case may be. I've had students, the fleet manager call their trainer and say, hey, he's having a family emergency. We're going to drop him off here, let him get off the truck, get his stuff, whatever, get off the truck, and, you know, they were having issues. But whenever you get off the truck and you just like, man, we're in my hometown, I'm just going to get off the truck and I'm not getting along with this dude and expect Prime to keep you here? It's not going to cut it, bro. It's not going to cut it. Like, what kind of job do you have here? You think that you can just leave work and go home and they're not going to fire you, or they want you to come back, or they're going to bow down to you? This is not how it works. You got to make contact with the fleet manager. You have to set something up. And another thing, think about this. I have several students that, hey man, me and my first trainer, we're not working out. We're not getting along. So I got off his truck and I say, what was the problem with the first guy? Oh man, he just didn't talk to me. He made me feel weird. So I got off that truck, and now I'm on this other trainer's truck, and you know, I should have stayed with the first one because at least we were running miles. This guy doesn't want to run miles. I'm never going to finish TNT on this guy's truck. The other guy was running like 5,000-6,000 miles a week. You know, I was tired and he didn't want to talk to me, but now I'm on this guy's truck and he talks to me and he's cool, but we're only getting like 2,000 miles a week. So, like, I was better off with the other guy. Well, you know what? You're going to have to deal with that. Like, he runs his truck how he runs his truck. You're on his truck. You're going to run the way he wants to run it. So what if you're getting along or not getting along with the other guy? As long as he's not being completely disrespectful, or, you know, there's not a major issue, get the miles done. Get the miles done. Finish the miles. Get off of TNT. You get off his truck. Like, I'm going to tell you from a personal experience I had on TNT, me and my trainer, there was little things that just ticked me off, and there was little things that I did that probably ticked him off. And you know what? At the end of the day, we said, let's just finish these miles. We don't have to talk up here and be best friends. None of that. We just, like, I went straight to bed. End of my shift, straight to bed. Shut the curtain. I'm done. And then whenever I got up, I didn't come outside. I waited till he was all like, hey, it's your turn to drive. Oh, yeah, I'm up, bro. I'm going to get in the seat. Because you know what? I was getting 5,000 to 6,000 miles a week. He was running me hard. He was running hard. Like, I understand, hey, the faster I get this done, faster I'm going to get off of his truck and get onto my truck. You know, I got it done. You know, your first step is communication between you and your trainer. That's your first step. Try to get stuff worked out. Your next step is your fleet manager. Get with the fleet manager. Try to get it worked out. Your next step is whoever's over TNT. So you call the guy over, you can call up there and say, hey, I need to talk to the guy that's over all the TNT. Get with him. Find out, like, hey, this is what I have going on. You know, hit up a different trainer. Ask him, like, hey, if you were on my truck and you're having problems on TNT, which I tell all my guys, call me if you have problems on TNT, because I can help you out, or I can tell you, hey man, listen to me. The problem ain't ain't nothing but what you're having personal issues with. So what he leaves this gun wrapper on the floor every day? Tell him something. Hey, man, can you pick up the gun wrapper? Or hey, you get in lots of miles with the guy. Can you just deal with this gun wrapper being on the floor? It's not that big of a deal. You know, sometimes communication goes a long way. Sometimes getting somebody else's insight on the matter can help you make a better decision. Don't just get off the truck just because, though. And, you know, I had a student that was on 3 different trucks, and it's the 3rd truck he was on. He was all like, you know what, this guy ain't working either. This guy's even worse than the 2nd guy. I'm getting off this truck too. So he gets off that truck, and then Prime's all like, hey, where you at? He goes, I'm at home. I took a bus home. He goes, I'm going to wait for another trainer. They said, well, you can keep on waiting because one's never going to come. Because at the end of the day, we put you on 3 different trucks and you had issues on 3 different trucks. It's time to think about it and be like, hey, am I the problem? Am I the one that's having these issues? Because I've been given 3 trainers now, and each one of them was the problem in my book. But whenever it boils down, were they the problem, or were you the problem? You gotta look at it like this. Don't be truck hopping. You're gonna be sent home. Like, you get so many opportunities before they're like, you know what, I don't think your trainers were the problem, I think it was you. And then you're gonna be sent home. Like, Prime's not gonna want you here. They're gonna be like, look, we gave you 3 different trainers and you have problems with all 3 of them. I'm not saying if you have a legitimate complaint that this guy is just being completely disrespectful or completely out of line that you don't need to say something. I'm not saying that if the truck is disgusting in there and you're living in filth with roaches crawling around that you need to just be quiet. Because, you know, we don't want to put someone else in the same situation. Speak up. Speak up. But the thing is, if you're having all these problems with if you're going through multiple trainers, sooner or later you need to take a look at yourself. If you don't get along with your trainer or whatever, and you're at the point where you got to get off the truck, let somebody know. Hit up a fleet manager. Do something. Don't just jump off the truck and be like, hey, I'm just gonna take off. I'm just gonna go home, and you know, it's all good. I'm going home and I'm not worrying about it. I'm just gonna hit up whoever at Prime tomorrow morning and tell them to get me a new trainer. They're gonna be like, what are you doing at that truck? Who told you to go home? It doesn't make no sense if nobody told you to go home, or you didn't try to work on the problem, didn't try to work it out, nothing. You just got off the truck and went home. Keep that in mind on TNT and PSD. Think about that stuff. You know, I would hate to see somebody go home like that and not be able to come back because they decided, hey, it's cool, I'll just walk away from my job, and you know, they're so forgiving that they'll send me another trainer tomorrow or the next day. Like, this is a job. This is a career. Like, you can't just walk away whenever you want. They view the whole TNT process and PSD process as a kind of an interview. If you're just walking away in the middle of your interview, guess what? You're not going to get the job. Simple as that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Leave some comments down there. Let me know what happened to you or what you feel about this. Who knows? Maybe you feel that I'm wrong. Leave it in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Get my latest lives. Get my newest videos. Also, in the description, there's a link to fill out an application and get my recruiter. My recruiter's good. Don't forget to drop that referral code, COXDJO. Also, my phone number is 417-894-8098. Drop me a call, text me, something.